rain again. Someone in the comments said to me we'd had a year's worth of rain since September already. Every time it rains like this and it's chucking it down again. It's been like this all winter. You know, you might get a day of dry and then it just starts chucking it down. It just pushes everything back again. The wheat over at Jim's is desperate for some nitrogen, but we just can't get on there. Oh, it's mental. We're putting the big drill on, the big tractor, but ideally, you know, really, we're 10 days away. We've got to have 10 good days of drying weather before we even start looking at the land. For us, you know, we're not on light dirt where it dries pretty quick. It stays wet for a long time. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. They are talking of a drier week next week, but wet again tomorrow. And I can't take you around the cattle with me because the camera's not waterproof. So the barley out the front there, that's holding on to the muck that we put on. You know, that's just holding on with the muck, you know, the nutrients from the muck that we put on at the back end there. But the wheat is struggling now and it wants some fert, but we can't get on there, and it just keeps chucking it down. Every time it dried for a day on Monday, and it just gave you a slight hint of hope, and then it just does this again and you're back to square one. But never mind. It's Saturday morning. Young David's here, Darren's here. Keithy don't come on a Saturday unless he got some trimming he wants to catch up with. All right. Dave's going to put some trailers on. We're going to clean the yard out. It's been horrific weather again yesterday, so yes, we you know, the outlook is a little bit drier from now on. So let's hope and pray. Quite important we get on with some field work now, but we will get to it when we get to it. Darren's going to go and pull the digger up to the muck heap. He's going to swing the muck up. There's always yeah, the muck heap this year has been a bit painful. It's been out in one of the fields and yeah, it just makes a mess, you know. On a year when it's a little bit wetter like it is, it's just hard work, isn't it? It's just but you know, it's all fixable, and it just makes the tractors ever so mucky, and you know, brings a little bit of rubbish out on the road, but we always sweep up when we're done and clear up, so no issues really. But yeah, Darren's going to take the digger across. Farmer's been he had a load of hay yesterday. The man it was pouring rain in the morning, you saw that, but it did ease off in the afternoon. He got him loaded in the end, and he brought back some hay with him to put in the shed. But we're going to feed these lot up while Dave puts some trailers on. You know, once a week we have this outside area cleaned out, and then the sheds get cleaned out roughly, you know, it depends on how they're looking, but got a load of hay bales that need using up, so they're going in with cattle, going in with the cows. Got these lot locked away. Dave's getting some trailers ready. I'll show you that calf in a minute. A little Chevrolet there, born out of a stabiliser, absolutely massive. Anyway, we'll lift all the rings out. All this will get mixed in with the muck. Come on, girls, go on. Oh, poo shot. Damn. Got me right in the bloody pocket. All right, Davo. You okay? Right, I don't do a lot of loading, so I'm a little bit, I ain't as good as Ag and Keithy, but the only way you get better is to have a go, so we're having a go. Dave's on the trailers, I think Darren's on the digger down there pulling it up. And the sun is shining for once. It's a miracle. It ain't gonna be perfect out here. We just want the bulk of the muck out. These posts in the yard, they're there to set the yard up in different ways. You'll see that soon. Yes.
This is where we're at. Is this shot?
That's 13. Stabiliser farmer. Come on now. His legs are. He's still a bit.
Yeah, he's alright. He's better than he was. Fucking hell. He was shitting blood. He was shitting blood in a big way.
What causes that?
I
can't.
He hadn't got bloody blood in his shit, he got shit in his blood.
I've got to show you this Chevrolet come out of Stabiliser cow. But he's an absolute monster. Come on, you. Up we get. Up we get. Look at this thing. He's laid in some poo. Hell of a thing. Farmer had to have a machine on him to get him out, and yeah, they're all right. But with the other night, we had another dead one. I've probably said about it already, but yeah, unless you're there at the time and can help them, sometimes it ends up with a death. So it's sometimes not very helpful having these big calves. But when they do come out and they're like him, they're a hell of a thing. He'll be a monster. But that bull's a monster, so you know, it's common traits of the bull, really. But he's a big boy. There's his mum. Farmer was I don't know whose this is. Can't remember this one. This one's got tags in, so he could actually be moved across. Come on, up you get. Up we get. Oh, he's that other big one. He was, yeah, farmer. I think farmer out have him out as well. But they're just hellishly big. Come on, boy. Up we get. There we go. Look at this thing. They get their second tag in a few weeks' time. We'll give them second tag and. We'll dehorn them as well. But Christ almighty, there's some animals, but they're not without work. You know, farmer has to work on them. Oh, is it?
That water line, mate, she's on the end. Big reddo. She's not animal.
What was you? What was you just saying about the all the ones that didn't have calves have had calves, haven't they? Apart from this one.
Apart from her.
She's flat in her bag at the minute, but that don't mean.
Have one yet?
No.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if she had in calf.
She's big, isn't she?
She's big, but I wouldn't surprise me if she had in calf, mate. Not a bit of it.
The cow doesn't have a calf.
She certainly ain't gonna have one for a month, is she?
If a
Well,
cow
I would have thought she should be well in calf.
Yes.
You know, she didn't have one last year.
No, she should have been one of the first ones, really, shouldn't she?
Well, certainly she ought to be at it, be looking at having it by now. Who's your mate there?
Right, this little calf here, look, this is 287. She's a bit of an alpha of the pack, she is. She's one of the old ones.
She didn't have a calf last year.
She didn't?
No. That's a little Angus.
Oh, right.
I couldn't quite understand why, I couldn't understand why he got little Angus. And that's what made me look this morning.
Right, okay.
And she was one of the reasons. I'll see the booking now, I'll have a look and just see.
Yeah, usually bangs out a calf with nice markings on his face though. But that red Angus has obviously shone through there and he's going under the cows there, lovely. That's not ideal. I was just about to say, she always has one with a white face with brown eyes, but I think that's this one. 286. But yeah, she's a nice cow, you know, but she's one of the alphas. She don't take no trouble in here. She's always one of the bosses in here. There's a pecking order, you see, in that whenever you move cattle around, if we move a cow from that shed to the shed over there, there's a big scrap, and they got to know who's the boss in there. So yeah, and even if they've only been away for a day, you know, they've got to go through that process again of finding out who's boss. But she's always top dog, one of the top dogs. She's bagging up, look. You know, she's not going to be today, but by Wednesday, Thursday next week, she'll be getting close. There's a few close ones in here. We've just had all this out. Start fresh again, and yeah, there's a fair amount of muck in here actually. Dave had his work cut out for him today. Darren's going to go and pull the muck up with a digger. But the bags on the cows, she weren't even, she's only a couple of days old, that one. But you sort of look at them, you think, oh, you know, she's close, but she ain't going to calf. And then literally during the day, their bags will swell up, and you can pretty much tell that, you know, you can tell they're going to have it that evening or in the next hour or two. It's pretty obvious, but then you get some that just, you know, they show a bit of bag and then they'll drop a calf out and you'll be like, well, I didn't notice you. But there we go. There's still a fair few to go. There should be another 45 to go yet, I'd have thought. So. Alright, babe. Hey, come on now. This little farmer, he took 3 or 4 days. He was that one we were watching. He took 3 or 4 days to get going. Anyway, then he did start going. He started sucking on his own, and then he sort of just laid in the shed panting like he had pneumonia or something. So he had a little bit of a temperature. His farmer jabbed him with some strong antibiotic, and he's turned round quickly. So that's what you want to see. But we'll run him a course of 3 days, and he looks miles better. He was just laid in the shed panting, and yeah. You know, if they're up walking about, it's a good sign with their ears. If they've got their head down with their ears back, you know something's not quite right. But he's got a little bit weird leg, like that other one. Just bends forward, but hopefully he'll grow out of that. It's a little bit of a frosty start to the morning. However, it's not quite frosty enough to go fertilising. It's the start of a new week. It's Monday morning, and we are looking like, and I'm crossing my fingers with everything I have, that it might stay dry for a little while. So we've got some jobs on today. I think Keithy's going to go and put his drill on. We want to make sure that's ready to go. We've got tyres to put on tractors. Farmer wants to take 7 of the smallest stores because we've got an empty shed. So what happens is the small ones always get put out of the barley and they get bunted away from the food, and they never actually get they never get the pick of the crop. So we're going to take them up to the other shed, let them loose in there, and they will hopefully progress a little bit better. Me and Rob are going to feed these cows up, and Farmer's been working on Tedder. I'll show you that. He's been working hard on that. He does a good job with that. And I think there's been a couple of calves overnight, so we'll have a look at those as well quickly. Look at this, another Chevrolet, look. Absolutely enormous. Alright girl, well done. Looks a good calf though. That must have been last night's. I think there was one previous night as well. Not hurt, that's 13. Right, let's get you lot put away. What's going on then, Robbo? 376, this is a fresh one, look. Yeah. Another Chevrolet. Good calf, isn't it?
Bit of a smaller one, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit smaller compared to the others. Come on, you boys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're in with the stores around the back. As they're getting bigger and bigger, they're getting less and less space to feed in here. So we've got spare sheds elsewhere. We're going to take 7 of the smallest and take them up there. Keithy's up there littering up anyway. We take a couple of, it's always the 7 smallest that get pushed out of the crush and pushed out of the food and pushed out of everything. So at least that way they can have what the others are having, food-wise and barley-wise. So just keep them going in the right direction, and they'll grow with the others then. Hard work setting the gates up when they all want to be in here with you. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Go on, Ed. Go on, Ed. Go on, Ed. Go on. Go on. Go on, boys. Go on, boys. Go on, boys. Hey, 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 hey. Go on. Go on. There is, yeah, I thought I saw a bad eye earlier.
Yeah, I think there is now you say that. I thought I got them on my phone. I can't get what colour he is. Right, right, right. Come on. Go on, go on. Go on. Go on, go on. Go on, go on. Go on. Two like these two at the front, innit?
Yeah. So these ones here, they're the smallest of the bunch. The shed will hold 7 or 8, you know, 7 ideally. These are all noticeably smaller. Now two lots of these will be twins from last year. There was 3 sets of twins last year, so they might be 3 sets of twins, but they never do as well. But it'll just mean they can get the creep a bit better, get the food a bit better. They'll put on weight a bit more efficiently than they would sat in here for the others. Oh, sweet.
There's a tablet, mate. Could be half
Out my pocket. There's the other half.
Right, where's he got that from now? Where are you?
Yeah. One to order. Go on.
Hey! 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 Go on!
Go on. It's on a bow, Rob. It's on a bow.
Which one do you put on? I always pull the yellow one.
I need the numbers.
Yes.
Right, we can do that then.
Yeah.
Let's do that, because they ain't going to let them come back, are they?
No.
I'll go round the front, throw that big trough on.
Yeah.
I'll go and grab a half-ton bag of barley.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
It's not too bad in here, is it?
No. Probably could have got one more easy, couldn't you? I've got to get myself some new leggings, man.
Yeah, I know. Every time I see them, the bit gets bigger and bigger down side of your
I
leg.
know.
Where's this barley going?
If you bring the loader above the truck, it's going around the back. We've got to find a little spot for
Oh,
it.
in with the hay?
Yeah. This is where they're going to live for the next, I don't know. By 8 weeks' time, they should be looking on going out. You know, it's the I think it's 3rd of March today, so by May, you know, might be a bit sooner, might be a bit later, but yeah, they're going to stay in here anyway. For now, they're going to go on hay, and we'll probably bring them up some nice silage just so they keep putting a bit of weight on. But they were the smallest ones out of the group, probably the youngest, and yeah, they always get bullied out of the pen, so at least here they're not fighting to get at the food or whatever. And Keithy brought some barley up. Keithy will put them. Keithy's up here in the morning, you see. Keithy does these, and I'll show you the heifers next door. Keithy's been littering them up all winter. So before work, he comes down here, puts in some straw. This is plenty clean for him today, so tomorrow he'll put a new bale of straw in, and he'll give them some barley in the trough there, and yeah, that's it. And it'll give the others back home a little bit more feeding space, and it just helps everything. So there we go. But they're nice animals, and they will come to something. These ones will most likely stay, well, they will stay all through summer until next year, and there'll be some good animals then. Right, these next door are heifers. Obviously Keithy's just fed them today. They've got plenty of hay to go at. This is nice. I like that. Yeah, these are next year's heifers, so they will get to put to the bull this time. I think there's 19 there, but there's one in here that Daisy has took a liking to and wants her for her own herd. So I think farmers let Daisy have this one. She's a lovely colour. I like these cherry red ones. But there's still 18 in there to come into the herd next year. This is a little stabiliser look. There you go. But they're really nice animals. We swapped a few Chevrolets out last year because there was a couple of Chevrolets in here. So there's still a couple in here with blank numbers, so we'll have to put numbers on them. We will carry the numbers on when the brown man comes back next year. We'll carry the numbers on with these, and then we'll start on the new ones. Yeah, but some really nice animals in there, and a mixture as well. This one here is stabiliser. This is stabiliser cross. You've got what have you got? There'll be some Limmy crosses in there. There'll be stabiliser crosses, and they will be South Devon crosses, I think. There. But yeah, there'll be some beauties when they come in next year, so they will go out with the bull. Usually, I don't know where they'll go, but they'll go out with the bull. They will be going out with the Red Angus, because the Red Angus will throw a smaller calf, a calf with life in it, that gets up and starts sucking. That's been noticeable over the last 2 years. So yeah, they will go out with Tomahawk first off. I don't know who will go on them after that, probably a Limmy, because he'll throw a smaller calf as well. There you go. Yeah. But there's some lovely animals in there. Isn't that right, Robbo?
What?
So yes.
Yeah.
There we are. Look. Just some crushed barley as well to go with them. Just bring a big bag up here for them. Keithy will scoop that up, put it in the trough for them in the mornings, and it just all helps with putting weight on for them. So there we go. This little shed's really handy actually. We just stick all this straw and all the hay that we need for over winter, and you know, you don't have to bring anything over it. So it always works pretty well actually. Some of them hay will be, you know, they'll be good enough to come home, I'd have thought. I doubt they'll get through all of those, but they've got through most of the shed, to be fair. You know, it's half hay, half straw. So yeah, nice little this is a beautiful little, you know, just it's just another place for animals. So you can thin some out, or you can, you know, you can do loads of different things. You can separate your heifers, you can whatever you need to do. It works really nice with the heifers, because these guys don't want to be on the best food. They don't want to be getting fat. Fat animals don't calve well, so they're not on the best. As you can see, there's some reeds and rushes in there, but they'll pick through the best there. There's another one with a white dot on his head. We just had an hour around the cattle. We got one in this shed this way. She's got a bit of New Forest disease, or silage eye, bad eye. We just say bad eye around here. But there's one in this shed with a bad leg. So yeah, you got to put the crush in, set the gates up, and get them in the crush. It's not a big job, but it's just time consuming. You know,
me and Rob have got a few deliveries on as well today. Farmer's working on the tedder, I'll show you that. And we haven't littered these guys up because we took some of them out earlier on. I'm going to drop these sticks in a minute. But there's always little jobs like that just starts building up. There's a bad eye in this shed as well, which is unusual. To have, you know, you always get a bad eye every now and again, but it's unusual to get so many at once. There'll be a little lighter in here, a little bit more space to feed, so these guys are going to be happy. Rob's going to put some bales in. There's no point littering a shed if you're putting bends up and stuff like that. Just do it after you finish, and they'll have a nice clean bed then. We're going to get 3 in here. Litter this up good. You don't have to keep going on about my gladiator muscles. I told you. Listen, when we measured them, I was as surprised just like you. But it is what it is. You got to get over it. Listen, it is what it is, Robert. I'll say no more about it.
You say that, I'd expect some great big funky, great big arm thing.
Rob,
I think you've got to put it into perspective, and Mike Tyson's are probably 120.
listen, gladiator's muscles are gladiator's muscles, okay?
Well, I'm pretty close then.
I'll duel you anytime, Rob.
Here we are tonight with a tape bag, and I'm going to be like, what are we measuring?
I measured them the other day.
I can't be as proud. I can't be as proud down there. 40 centimetre bollocks. Oh, that is wrong. This one here was the one with a bad eye. She's also that one that had a bad leg, so she's had a rough time this winter, poor thing, but her leg's better. Farmer will jab them underneath the eyelid. You've got to be very careful. We strap their arm up, and then he will put 2 ml of antibiotic, and what it does is it slowly releases over the eye and cures all that up. You never usually have to go back to him once you've done that, unless it's very, very bad. We are going to end the video there, but Keithy spent the day putting on the drill, so front tank is on. He's got the spout on, I can see. He hasn't turned his GPS. The little dome thing there marks your forward speed, and that is just plugged in, I think, but that won't be no problem. We're going to make sure this drill is up and running and ready to go, so we haven't got any unexpected surprises before we go and use it. I'll explain how this works another day, but it looks like it's on, ready to go. The tyres need to go on yet on the tractor, and we need to just make sure that the GPS is all tracking, you know, straight and where we want it. Yeah, we're going to leave it there anyway. Farmer's been working on the tedder, getting that up together. I think he's nearly done with that, actually. I'll show you that on the next video. But thanks very much for watching. We'll start a new video tomorrow, and yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.